What is up, guys? We're back with another CES 2023 video, and today we're going to be talking about HYTE. And last year, I would say one of the top cases, or at least most talked about cases, was the HYTE Y60. It just really stood out. Just a really cool case. We really liked it when we reviewed it. So they're following that up with the HYTE Y40. Now, the big thing about the HYTE Y60 is it had that 45-degree angle panel in the front, which was very different. Nobody else was doing something like that. Well, here with the Y40, they've removed that panel. It has a more traditional case look, and I think that's what they were going for. When you remove that panel, you do make the case smaller. But on top of that, this case doesn't have that two-compartment design. So many of these show-off-your-build type cases have a two-compartment design where you have a large compartment made for your graphics card and your motherboard, and then on the other side you have your power supply and your hard drives. Right. This has a very traditional we call it a two compartment, but it's, your top compartment has your motherboard and your graphics card, and then below that is your power supply and your storage. So this case, again, very it follows the same design language that the Y60. So it's very sleek. It has all of those nice lines. You're going to be able to get it in the same 3 different colors. Yes. So you're going to be able to get it in black, white, and red. And then on top of that, it's still designed to have your graphics card in a vertical orientation. And because of that, it includes a riser, and then the riser matches the color of the case, which one thing we really liked about the Y60 as well. Even though it's smaller, you still have room for ATX motherboards, or up to ATX motherboards, up to 7 fans. They are going to include 2 fans, and then you're going to only be able to have 2 hard drives in this. So cutting things down just a little bit, but again, with NVMe storage, it's not the biggest deal there. And then for graphics cards, this past year graphics cards got a lot bigger and bigger, not only lengthwise, but I mean they're thick, you know what I mean? Right. So the vertical mount is slotted for 4-slot. Yeah. So that's going to be able to support RTX 4090s, no problem in this case. Now, the HYTE Y40 just launched, so it is available now, and it's going to be $149.
Not only did we get a new case from HYTE with the Y40, but we also saw some new accessories for the HYTE Y60. The first one we're going to talk about is a distro plate that actually goes on that 45-degree angle piece of glass in the case. Now, it's lined up like perfectly. They designed it immaculately. It sits on that angled piece, like we said, and has support for both D5 and DDC pumps. So definitely designed for a custom loop in this case, which is going to look awesome either way. We've seen a ton of custom loops already. Just adding this purpose-built distro plate that goes in the corner is going to be amazing. It has 4 flow chambers so that you can route your lines, your distribution lines, exactly where you need them, right? But whether you're going to do a full loop with a GPU and CPU or whatever the case may be, you can kind of decide how you want that flow to go there. It has expected pricing of $300, which I thought was a little high for the size of it.
They said maybe. They're not sure. They haven't finalized the pricing yet.
Great.
But
and it should be available sometime in mid-February.
The next accessory for the Y60 is one we've already seen people do, so HYTE's just going to sort of offer it themselves. It is going to be their LCD DIY kit. So this puts a LCD in that 45-degree angle spot, sits right behind the glass. It's all made for you, and it looked so cool. They had a demo running their new Nexus software, which we'll talk about, but just having something else there, you can customize it, whether you're putting system stats there, you can put 8 to 64 on that screen. You can kind of do whatever you want with that screen. The screen itself will have a resolution of 1920 by 515. And I just think it's super cool. Now, it's going to come with the LCD screen, the driver board, and all the necessary cables, but the users themselves will have to they'll need a DIY mounting solution themselves. Now, HYTE will include an STI file, so if you want to 3D print them out, you can easily go ahead and do that yourself. What did you think about this one?
No, I think it's cool. It's another almost obvious accessory for this case, right? I think the distro plate makes 100% sense, but I also think that the screen makes sense in maybe just an all air build, or in a full water cooling build. You just don't take advantage of that distro plate. Yeah, they showed it, like you said, with their new software running the stats and everything on there with kind of an animated background and everything. It looked amazing. I think this is a great accessory.
Yeah, so this is going to be available at the end of January for $120. So talking about HYTE software, the first product that's going to launch with their software is their Canvas desk mat. Now, if you look at this and you just kind of, you see it on the table, it just looks like an RGB desk mat. And we've seen those from so many companies. It's a thing, This is a big desk mat, so it's 900 by 370 millimeters, so a very large desk mat. But like I said, it's not your standard RGB desk mat. It's parts of their QRGB ecosystem of products. There's actually 50 LEDs in this desk mat, which is super cool. And that allows you to do so much more with it. And with this, like I said, they're launching their Nexus software. And we got a demo of this software with a bunch of different RGB products that they have. And the cool thing about it is I guess the easiest way for me to explain it, and we'll put up the graphic on the screen here so you guys can kind of see it, is they make a sort of like RGB soundstage sort of. Think of like a square, and then in the square there's like a bunch of different effects, and you can organize your products of where they fit. So if you're looking at your desk and your towers on one side, you move your tower to the side on this square, you move your desk mat in the middle, you might have lights over here, and it creates a full scene. So this software, of course, just has your normal effects. It can react to games, it can react to what's on your screen. So it's a much more immersive type of thing, right? It's not just let's run the rainbow wave. It's going to react to everything. And the cool thing about it, again, is that all of your other products that support this, they can all be put into this. So again, your whole desk can be a scene. Right? It's not like we're running rainbow wave on every one of our accessories and it's all kind of like that. Like, we're running an effect that starts at the middle and goes out or goes side to side, and you're seeing it through all of your components that support this. It's super, super cool. The Nexus software itself seemed to be pretty cool. There's a bunch of different widgets. It's all widget based. Again, like we said, we saw it on their LCD, on the Y60 LCD, but on top of that, it has, like I said, it's a bunch of different widgets for all of the products, like HYTE products that you can configure. RGB configuration. They had a multimedia one where you can easily just change the music that you're listening to. There were times, there was other things you can do in there. And again, they want this software so people can create their own widget, right? Say like we ThinkComputers, maybe we can put an RSS feed in there and do like a ThinkComputers widget or something like that. It's going to be some pretty awesome software. And again, it's going to work with a lot of their upcoming products. Now for the desk mat itself, it's going to be available in March for $119.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for our HYTE coverage here at CES 2023. I think we saw a lot of amazing products there. I'm really excited about a ton of them. If you saw something that you thought was pretty cool or you have questions about, leave it in the comment section below. Also, be sure to check out our links in the description for all of the rest of our CES 2023 coverage. Until next time, we'll catch you in the next video.